Hello, my dear. Welcome back. It's very nice to see you again. Today, I want to show you just a couple of books that I want to read, and hopefully, you want to read with me as well. This is an appropriate microphone stand, I feel, for the age that I'm at. I'm over 30. I'm going to be 34 in April, and it just feels appropriate because I do use it, as you can see. It is very thin. This is the new and improved version of Bengay. If you know, you know. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I deleted Instagram. Well, it's been a couple of months, but I added it back and so on because I don't like the way that it makes me feel. I feel like my brain is frying up. I stay on Instagram up until 3 in the morning. I don't have TikTok because that would be a disaster. So I decided to delete it. And one evening I was staying in bed and I felt the need to read a book. I felt the need to read a fiction book. I haven't read fiction in a really long time because I went towards more psychology and self-help kind of books. So I picked up the 40 Rules of Love. I'm gonna put a picture over here. And I absolutely fell in love with it. And I'm running out of breath. I absolutely fell in love with that book and the story and the characters, and they're talking about God. So if you're interested in that, I strongly recommend it. And I rediscovered the joy of reading, which it's a lot of fun. Just reading for the sake of reading, not having a purpose, not having a goal, just reading. Okay, so now I want to share with you just a couple of books that I'm either currently reading or I have it on my list that I want to read. So we're going to start with the first one, which is Wuthering Heights. You all know this book. You probably were forced to read it in high school. I am halfway through. I read it like a really, really long time ago and I didn't remember anything, and I had it. I got this as a gift from one of my friends, so thank you. I'm halfway through and oh my God, these people are toxic. But it's fun. It's a classic. Moving forward, the other book, I bought it recently and I read just a couple of pages from it. Again, it's an Elif Shafak book. This is called The Three Daughters of Eve. It is the story of three friends. And I did like the synopsis on the back. That's why I bought it. I made myself a gift when I went shopping a couple of weeks ago. And I'm really looking forward to reading this because, as I said, I did love the 40 Rules of Love that she wrote. So strongly recommend that one. Now let's stick to fiction because I have them split here. The other one that I want to read, and I kind of have to soon, is Beloved by Toni Morrison. This is my first Toni Morrison book. This is in English. The other books are in Romanian. And I don't know anything about Toni Morrison. I've never read anything by her. And this is a borrowed book from the library. That's why it has the stickers on it. And I do have to send it back. And that's why I said that I do have to read it and send it back. And I think once I'm going to finish Wuthering Heights, I'm going to start reading this one because it's not as big, first of all, and the other, again, I have to send back. Now, if we look a little bit at, I have a couple of books that I started. Self-help and psychology, because I've been having a blast with that for a couple of years now, since I went to therapy. I try to dig deep into shame because shame is very important in our lives. Either they're just going to shape us or is going to run our lives. It can even ruin the lives. I don't know. But this is John Bradshaw's Shame. I am halfway through this one as well. And I did put in a couple of, stickers on the things that I found to be relevant to me. But I think shame, it's a big part of who we are and how we were raised. And this is very interesting. You can also find him on YouTube. I'm going to try to put in a couple of videos of his. And sticking to the subject of shame, I have David Bedrick's, what's the name in English? Give me a second. Okay, found it. In English, the name of this book is The Unshaming Way. I follow this man, psychologist, on Instagram, and I absolutely love him. The way that he speaks, he's such a compassionate person. You can see it in his eyes, the way that he's, talking and relating to people, and the stories, and the way that he puts into perspective certain things. You're like, okay, I have not thought of that, and definitely look him up. Look him up because he's a very interesting person. And I think he has a lot of things to teach us. And also his book is How to Love Your Body. And I've always thought with self-image and self-worthiness and being fat and all of that. And this book puts into perspective, again, the shame that follows us whenever we do things. Like, I was ashamed of going to the store and buying something sweet because I look the way that I look. And I was thinking, like, maybe people will look at me and say, hey, look at that fat girl. She can now lose weight because she's eating so much. So he has a couple of stories in this book about this and about how to just love yourself without having to need to lose weight or to do anything else. Because at the end of the day, it is you that you have. And that's it. Nobody's going to be there for you. It's just you with yourself. And that's it. And the last one, it is mindfulness. It's a mindfulness book. This talks about meditation and how to meditate and how it helps and what it does. And again, I got like halfway through. And there are a couple of techniques of meditation that you can take from this book, but I have not done it yet. I did meditate in the past for like a couple of days, but I didn't continue. I think it's one of those habits that you actively have to implement and, put an alarm for like 10 minutes, try to meditate. I do feel better when I do that. Give me a second. Charlie, invítame. I don't know if you can hear him, but my kitty, this is Charlie, he was upset. So yes, meditation. I've been trying to meditate for a long time. Hopefully, I can get there. But hey, I want to finish it and see if I manage to meditate. Maybe do like a challenge. So anyway, these are all of the books that I do want to read. And let me know. What are the books that you're trying to read? Or what are the books that you've read and you really, really liked and you would like to share with us? Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for commenting, for giving a like. At least give a like for them. That's Oscar over there. He just ate and he's very happy. And this is Charlie. Oh, and that's Cleo over there. Yeah, they're very cute. I love them. They're my babies. Anyway, I'm going to go read a little bit and I will talk to you later. See ya.